and it is Saturday morning, which means we are at our live workshop. Wow, what a whirlwind week this was. Absolutely incredible. I hope we're going to have lots of people joining us today. I think we will. We had such a huge turnout for support this week, all because we are unlocking this huge mega bundle. I just got a heads up from Matt here that yes, the sound is good. So, wow, we have been cutting and inking and just getting everything ready for today's workshop. I didn't think that we were going to be reaching this goal so fast. So we were scrambling, you guys. You just knocked it out of the park for us this week. That was amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. So today's workshop is all about this beautiful Summer Promise loaded tag. Now, we're going to get started on this. I'm just going to wait a little bit for everybody to join in here first. I just want to make sure everybody can hear me right. Let's see here. Allison is on here. Woohoo! Hi, Allison. She said, I signed up for my membership first thing this morning. I saw that come in, Allison, and I was super excited. I hope you managed to grab your packages that's already uploaded to the membership, because all the kits are already uploaded to both the membership portal and the Ko-fi site. We created the PDFs for sending out to all our contributors, and everybody should be getting their really nice little PDFs with all your links and everything to this huge kit pretty soon here. Up here, who are brand new members, I would love to say hi to you guys. Elle, I saw you joining last night. Wonderful, that's amazing. And Andrea's here, and Nelda. Hi, Nelda. And yes, Nelda saying Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. We've got so many things going on. And honestly, Matt and I don't think in the 20 odd years that we've been together that we have really ever celebrated Valentine's Day, because we kind of feel like we celebrate Valentine's Day every single day. So BJ is here, and Pietro is here, and Ditta is here. Angela, happy Valentine's Day. Wow, look at everybody coming in here. Carla is here. Oh my gosh, everybody is just streaming in. Deanne, wow, wonderful, you guys. It's so great to see you here. This is going to be a busy, busy, busy workshop today. So we are going to, this whole kit has been unlocked. Honestly, I was in the middle of still creating this kit. I wasn't sure if we we're going to be getting that goal this week or not. So I was kind of like starting creating this kit, and then suddenly that little goal tracker jumped, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get this finished. We're going to make our goal. And I was just so excited. I was doing happy dances and creating, and happy dances and creating like the whole week long. So that was fantastic. So this kit has lots and lots in it. So everybody today, and you know, everybody is getting this beautiful loaded tag that's part of this Summer Promise collection. And in addition to that, you guys, for everybody who's contributing to us up until midnight tomorrow night, gets everything else in this kit as well. And that includes, I just want to run through this with you guys quickly. Everybody good to kind of run through this? I'm just going to hop into the comments here quickly. Helen says, hi, Helen. Oh my gosh. Hi, Helen. Great to see you here. And Ingun, I'm hoping that I'm saying that right. Hello there. I'm seeing a lot of new faces here today. That is so amazing. So let's see just quickly here. I'm just going to run through this beautiful, beautiful. You guys, I tried to make a vintage kit, and it didn't come out vintage. It came out in these gorgeous, vibrant colors, and I am just in love with it. I don't know how that happens all the time, but yeah, I try to go vintage, and it just becomes this beautiful, like, conglomeration of vibrant colors. So there you go. This is my attempt at vintage, but I just love it. Look at these tickets and little vases, and look at this little kitty cat. I just love it. Isn't that just gorgeous? So this is part of the 25-page junk journal kit that's included with this huge collection. So let's just have a quick look at all these gorgeous pages. Just look at this. Like, I made little paper clips to hold these little pieces on, and doesn't that look so cute? That's amazing. So who has actually had a chance to download this? If you haven't had a chance to download this, just go on over to the Ko-fi site or the membership site if you're members. And for everybody who is not members who contributed, we're going to be sending out a PDF with all your links to these kits. But just look at that. Isn't that so cute? And I don't know if you guys can see on the image here, there's a little elephant, a little baby elephant holding a sunflower that's kind of watermarked, faded in. And this is just stunning. I love how the colors of the butterflies get picked up here. So let's see here. Good morning. And Terry says good morning. And then of course we picked out some beautiful color pages that matches exactly the colors in the junk journals. So we picked out the colors that are most vibrant in this collection or coming up most often. And then I created some beautiful color pages for your junk journals as well. And these make beautiful backing. They make beautiful, just different aesthetics. I'm going to show you guys how we're going to make little pockets today to put inside of our junk journals. And of course, some backing pages. And then look at this. This is a letter. So this is more vintage style. But this is a letter that you can also put into one of the envelopes that's included in the ephemera pack that's also included in this huge kit. And here we go, some beautiful textures. Just look at these textures that match with this. Isn't this just so stunning? Lizette says, hi, I'm here, can't download anything, still in South Africa. Oh, Lizette, no worries, we'll have everything ready for you when you're ready. Like, I am going to, like I said, everything is up in the memberships, and everybody who contributed will be getting a PDF with all their links, so you can have that for whenever you're ready. So what, and Allison says, what paper do you recommend to print this kit on? This will be my first time printing a kit like this. Thank you. So I always print 32-pound bright white paper. It really makes those colors pop. The paper is sturdy enough, and especially when you put things back to back, glue it back to back, it makes it really strong, almost like a 65-pound cardboard, like cardstock. So yeah, 32-pound paper works best. Now, that being said, a lot of times we are in countries that do not have any kind of paper other than 20-pound regular paper. That is fine. If that is all that you have, print it on there and it will generally hold up. So don't worry about it too much. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at this. Isn't this honeycomb pattern just absolutely stunning? I love it. And then our papers, like our florals here, we have loads of little mini projects in here as well. Let's see here, Matt's just passing me more stuff as he's cutting it out. We have these beautiful vertical pockets that's included. We have file folders, and I'm going to show you guys today, because we achieved our goal by yesterday. I'm going to show you how we're going to make these beautiful file folders. And we have ephemera. Today's bonus freebie, you guys, is this gorgeous vertical hidden paper clip. And I'm going to show you guys how to make this as well. So we are going to have a chock full day today. We have ephemera, like more ephemera pieces. We have envelopes. Let me just see if we have everything here that I can show you guys, just a quick glimpse of everything that's included in this kit. So everybody that is actually joining, like contributing, whether you're signing up for the membership, whether you are just leaving us a $2 for a coffee, whether you are like buying one of those big kits that are absolutely an amazing value, you will be receiving this kit. So this is part of the loaded tags that we're going to be making today. But also today, we're going to be making these beautiful bookmarks, and they are pocket bookmarks. So we're going to add in pockets to these little bookmarks. And this is part of your kit as well. This is like pockets, like beautiful side pockets. We have envelopes and tags. We have more ephemera pieces. These are beautiful ephemera cards. Just look at that. And we have postcards and bookmarks. Look at these bookmarks. Aren't they stunning? And with these ones, you guys will see that they go over the lines here. And I absolutely love that because it just creates so much depth. Like look at these tags that we cut out. And they go over the lines here, but it just creates so much depth and so much reality. And it just like draws you right in, right? Isn't that stunning? And this is a really large tag. And what I'm going to be doing with this one is we're going to make kind of like a folio where we're going to tuck things into to put inside of our journal. So that's what we're going to be doing with this one today. And we have horizontal pockets. And I just love the textures on these. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? And a big envelope for our journal. We have more tags, like lots of beautiful tags. Just look at these tags. Just stunning. And let me just see. I probably have to turn this again. Some bigger tags. We have ephemera cards. And more ephemera. So as you can see, this kit, this ephemera and mini projects kit is actually 21 pages of just stunning, huge amounts of ephemera and pockets and tags and bookmarks and envelopes and just everything that you need to make this amazing. So let me just keep going here. Look at this little elephant. Isn't he so cute? And then we also have a calendar page that I created. My daughter actually came up with this idea that we should create a calendar page. And this is a generic calendar page. So right here, you can write the month and you can add the dates in here for any month. So you can just keep printing this and have this on your fridge and it looks amazing. You can make notes on the side. You can make notes on the bottom. I just love, 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 love this calendar. And of course, we have more bookmarks. And these bookmarks kind of fit together. So you can put them all over top of each other and put a little, like a little hole through there, a little punch, and put a little tag or a little piece of lace or something through there and keep them together. But yeah, these 4 pieces go together. We have beautiful tags and also fussy cuts. We have more tags and we have gorgeous stamps and washi tape and name tags. So as you can see, this kit is going to keep you busy for a very, very, very long time. So let's get started on why we're here today. Let's get busy with our loaded tag. Now, this is one of the more simple pieces, but I know we have a lot of new people joining us here. Speaking of which, let's quickly head over to the comments here again. And Carla said, I can never have enough bookmarks. Oh, I know, Carla. Isn't that amazing? Like, bookmarks is my life. I love that. And let's see. Very cool, the calendar page. Oh, Lizette, I'm so glad you like that. And Christine said, good morning. Hi, Christine. Wonderful to have you here. So let's get busy here and you guys can keep chatting, keep asking questions. Matt is my lovey and he is my guy in the chair. He answers all of your questions. He's also going to be dropping the links for all of the freebies that we have, like the bonuses, which is that beautiful vertical hidden paperclip today. So in the live session, we're going to give you the base for the vertical hidden paperclip and the pockets that go onto it. On the replay page, you're going to find all the ephemera pieces for it. Now, everybody who contributes to us and who helps to support us on our Ko-fi page before tomorrow at midnight will also receive all the live workshop bonuses included in their kit. So no more hunting for it, no more like, oh my gosh, I have to get this right now or otherwise I can't have it. So inside all the complete supporter bundle, you will get the junk journal pages, you will get the ephemera pack, the live bonus freebies and the replay bonus freebies, and also this freebie right here to have forever. It never retires. You'll always have it, just as a huge thank you for being here, you guys. Now, I just wanted to mention, if you guys see smoke coming right in front of here, I promise I'm not smoking while I'm doing this. We have so many mosquitoes here in in Mexico right now that we're burning some incense to try and get rid of them. Okay, so this is our gorgeous loaded tag freebie, and just look at all these beautiful ephemera pieces. Basically, I went and I kind of just imagined what a summer day would look like. Is you sitting out there in a gorgeous garden and you got your eyes closed and you're dreaming up your beautiful summer cottage house. You're making the blueprints in your mind. You can smell the beautiful flowers, see the butterflies. You've got a picnic table with beautiful checkered pattern. It's the crackling paint on the house. You know, you've got your little kitty cat curled up under the table. So all these pieces kind of tell a beautiful story of what a summer promise looks like. So just have a look at all these beautiful pieces. I love it. The bicycle, the ladybug, all these beautiful pieces. So now let's get started on this. Like I said before, this is one of the simpler things that we're going to be making because we have a lot of new people just starting out on junk journaling, and I thought that this would be a great place to start, and then we'll go into some of our more tricky bits as we go along with this kit. So the pieces that we have here are our covers. So these are the bases, and we're going to be gluing these together back to back like that. So that way we have a front and a back. If they don't fit together perfectly, don't worry about it. We'll cut it, we'll make it fit. Somehow, sometimes the cutting just doesn't work right. Anyway, we're going to glue these pieces back to back. We're going to be adding our pockets, which these are pockets. And this is a pocket as well. And this is a pocket too. And then we're going to be adding all our beautiful ephemera pieces to that once we're done. All right, everybody ready to get started on this? Woohoo! Let's go. Pamela says here, the calendar is a great idea. I might laminate so that it can be used over and over again. What a wonderful idea, Pamela. Woohoo, that's a great idea. So let's get started. Now, I'm gonna have my glue here. It's really hot here today, so I'm pretty sure my glue is all melted again. Yeah, you can just tell. So let's add some glue to this. Make sure that's all the way to the edges so your edges don't peel up. And who is making this with me today? Who's brand new to junk journaling and who's never made a loaded tag before? And who's doing this with me today and who's just watching and will do it on the replay? Terry says she's ready. Okay, so let's just ease this right on there. Okay, so no worries if you got some pieces sticking out. Junk journaling is so forgiving, you guys. So I'm just gonna cut those pieces off here. So just trim it to size. If it doesn't quite fit, no worries. There we go. And if you have some ink, you can always ink your edges too. I love doing that. I think because we have this yellow edge here, we don't really need to ink these edges. But if you want to like add some, you know, dramatic coloring or maybe some metallic or something like that, you could always do that as well. Let's just see here. All right, so this looks better. We got all our little pieces gone here. Perfect. Now, look at that. We have a tag. And of course you can like cut this little piece out here. You can hang little tassels from there. I can imagine like little burlap strips that you tie through here to make a little tag. That would be so gorgeous. Now, I am really loath to put anything over top of this piece right here because it's just so gorgeous, but I'm going to. So let's move over here. Now, generally, these pieces are made to fit like this, but I really don't like covering up these beautiful textures. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to compromise a little bit. I'm going to take this beautiful sunflower and put it over the top of this beautiful sunflower so we don't really miss out on a sunflower. So I'm going to put this pocket right over there. So we're just planning out our pockets here a little bit, you guys, just so that we don't just start putting things on and later it's like, oh, I wish I didn't do that. Then we're going to flip this over and I'm going to add this beautiful texture over top of here. Like that. And then what I would love to do is actually add this piece right over here. Like that. Gorgeous, right? And this also provides lots of contrast so that when you add your ephemera pieces to this, it really pops and it stands out. If everything kind of is the same coloring, then it just blends in. So let me just quickly head on over here to the comments again. Ingen says, just watching as I'm in Norway and it's almost dinner time. Wow, what a time difference. Angela Green said gold glitter ink would be pretty along the edges of these tags. Oh, I can imagine that. That would be wonderful. Janine says, and happy Valentine's Day. Yes. I know, wouldn't you just know it? Our big celebration day is on Valentine's Day. So let me see here. Carla says, I was the same way. I just watched for a couple of weeks, then started. She explains everything so well that you'll be a pro in no time. Oh, thank you, Carla. I love that. Dorothy asks, is Handmade Book Club Library mean membership? I'm not exactly sure what that means, Dorothy. We don't have a Handmade Book Club library. We have the crafting studio, and that is our membership for $7 a month. And you get all of everything we've ever made. So there's no holding anything back from you guys. So Dorothy, I know that you just joined. Matt just reminded me here. And so yeah, if you go into your membership on Ko-fi, all of these things are there. And you can download all the other things that we have available too. So let's start gluing, you guys. Now that we have our cover pieces completed, these pieces do not have glue tabs. I really should be working on adding some glue tabs to these, but I don't have glue tabs yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to just go and very carefully just add a thin strip of glue along the edges here. Don't add it to the top because then you're gluing your pocket shut. And honestly, I'm not being facetious when I say that. I am speaking of experience. I am almost ashamed to say more than a few times have I glued the top shut. So just remind yourself, do not glue the top. Okay, so this piece is gonna go right over top here on the front page, right there. And that looks lovely. That's beautiful. Okay. Perfect. Now we're just going to wait for that to dry a little bit before we start doing anything. Perfect. And we're going to flip this over. And now we're going to glue our big one, this one that looks like the cracked paint. we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to add glue to 3 sides, not to the diagonal top here, because we don't want to glue our piece shut, our pocket shut. Okay, so let's get busy here. Perfect. And I just love how this kind of fits together, all the textures. So the colors work, but more than that, the textures just fit so beautifully together. And that's kind of what I was going here, is really get immerse your senses into this kit, you know? That's what I love about it. Okay, so that's done. And now we got this little V-shaped chevron pocket, and we're going to add glue to 3 sides, but we're not going to add the glue to that V shape up top here.
Angela was asking, do you have an example of glue tabs?
Of the glue tabs? Angela, I don't have glue tabs on these ones, but you can add glue tabs yourself by just cutting an extra little piece. I'm going to show you in just a second here what that would look like. Perfect, there we go. So the glue is still a little bit wet. We're just going to wait 1 second for that to dry. And I'm just going to show you guys what glue tabs look like. So glue tabs is just an extra piece of paper that you have on the sides. So if this was on your page, you would cut out an extra little piece of paper right here that's kind of in this shape, so that you can put the glue on there instead of on the inside of your pocket here, and that gives you more space inside of your pocket. So that's really good that you asked, Angela, so that everybody would know what that looks like. Okay, so now we have actually a separate little pocket here, which is this one. Now this, if I put this whole thing on here, it's going to cover up my little ladybug, and I don't want to do that. And you can also use this and add it in somewhere here as an extra little pocket. But I am going to do something else with this. I am going to fold this almost in half. And the reason why I'm doing this is I have some tiny pieces of ephemera that I want to fit in here, and I don't want it to kind of get lost all the way in. So I'm going to glue this on just like this, the 3 sides, and I'm going to glue this piece down. Now let me just go here. I'm going to glue this down, and we're going to glue on the sides here. Remember not to glue the top. Just glue that. Then we're going to glue the sides. Like this. And the bottom. And we're going to put it right at the bottom here, so we could still see our beautiful little ladybug. And our pocket is just big enough so that we can fit our tiny pieces of ephemera into it, and they don't just get lost inside the pocket. So isn't that the beautiful thing about junk journaling, that you can kind of adjust things and make things the way that you want it to be? Isn't that lovely? Okay, so now we're going to take all of our ephemera pieces and start tucking it in. Ooh, this is the most exciting part. So let's add our big one right in there. And I'm gonna just add a couple of our smaller ones. See how nicely our smaller ones fit in here? If we made this pocket any bigger, we wouldn't have been able to see our ephemera pieces, our tiny pieces. Let's see, where's some more small pieces? Maybe I want to add this piece right here. Lovely, look at that. I've added this blue piece here just for some contrast. Otherwise, these pieces kind of just blend into the background. So let's flip this over We're gonna add some of our beautiful bookmarks, and of course you can add tassels to there. You can like bling it up using all kinds of beads and all kinds of good stuff. Our little kitty cat is gonna peek out right from there. We're gonna add our tickets. And as you can tell, these are all tickets down here. So we added a whole string of tickets here. And just gonna add, I'm gonna actually add these ones right here. And I'm gonna flip this around and add these ones right here. Lovely. Look at how beautiful this is coming together. I'm gonna add this little bicycle over here. And the flowers. I'm gonna hide the flowers behind the kitty cat because I don't wanna hide the kitty cat. Just look at that. This tag is absolutely stuffed. Isn't that gorgeous? Now this is a loaded tag. And look at how easy that was to make, right? It's so simple, you guys. And on our website, as part of our membership, seriously, like I have to ask all our members, how many dozens and dozens of loaded tags have we made now, right? There are so many of them inside our membership. Like you can just download and you can make all kinds of varieties of loaded tags and they all look absolutely stunning. This is just gorgeous. So, who actually made this with me? And let's see some pictures. Penny says, I love this tag and all the ephemera. I'm excited to get it printed and put together. Oh, Penny, I can't wait to see it. Like Matt and I, every Saturday, right after the workshop, our most favorite thing to do is just start watching, like scrolling through and watching everybody's creations. Like Pete, like what is it? Tacos and beer. That's on today's menu, tacos and beer. And we'll watch and see all the beautiful things that everybody created. Angela says, I'm a sicko for all the loaded tags. That is so cute. Okay, well, I'm gonna have Matt just pass me all the paper clips there, and guess what we're making right now? Matt's gonna drop the first bonus for you guys, which is the base for our vertical hidden paper clips. And that's this one right here. And we got some ephemera with it. And let's see here, what else have we got for this? We have some, like I said, some ephemera. We have some tags and cards and everything. Perfect. So with our vertical hidden paper clip, I absolutely love these pictures. Just look at those flowers and the butterflies and how everything kind of just comes together. So what we want to do with this one now, funny enough, when I first made this, and Matt just handed me the paper clips here, but when I first made this live, I absolutely forgot how to make this. So I kind of fumbled my way through it, and after about 5 minutes, got it, and it was saved. But in the meantime, I've made lots of these, so hopefully this goes much better this time. Now, with this one, it's a little bit tricky to fold, but once you get it, it absolutely just comes together beautifully. Now, let me just grab some of my pockets for this one, which I can't seem to find anywhere. But don't worry, we're gonna make this, and I'm gonna show you how to kind of put this together. So we're gonna have, like, these are score lines here. So I tried to make this so that everybody could see how and where to fold these different sections. Like there's a tiny little spine right here. There's a fold line right in the middle, and there's another fold line right on the edge of this brown strip right here. So we're gonna make sure that we can fold on all of these pieces. And the reason why we have this tiny little spine is so that our paper clips can actually fold over top of this. So that already gives you kind of an idea of where the paper clips are gonna go. Oh my gosh, you guys, I just had the most beautiful tropical little bird come land right beside me here. He's got a bright yellow belly and black and white striped face. And that was just the cutest thing. He was like coming to sit right here to see what we're doing. That was just so adorable. Oh. So, okay, I'm just gonna hop on over to the comments here quickly. Hi Ramona, lovely to see you here today. Christine says, I was happy to help support your drive, though I cannot do the membership at this time. Was the reward for everyone? Yes, Christine, the reward is for everybody. Thank you so much for doing what you can. We really, really appreciate that. Everybody who helped support us this week is getting the whole kit. But on Sunday, like everybody who supports us up until Sunday gets the whole kit. After that, it's just available for our members. So no worries, you are still going to be getting your kit. So let's just hop back onto this. We just want to make sure that we can fold onto this little spine here. I know this is a little bit of a tricky spot. If you have a scoring board, then this is going to be a lot easier. Now, we did score this with a scoring board, but it's still, because it's so tiny, it's still a little bit tricky. So let's just get all this in here. Perfect. There we go. So this little part is going to be fitting over top of our paper clip. And that's the most tricky part right there. Now we can fold this piece. That's pretty easy. And this piece is easy to see as well. There we go. Perfect. Now, what we want to do is fold it in half, just like that. And fold it over again. Did you see what I did there? So first, we fold our whole thing in half. And then this little spine part, that's where we fold it again, right there. So see, this is what our hidden paper clip is going to look like right there. Isn't this gorgeous? Beautiful. Oh my gosh, that's just stunning. Okay, so now how do we actually make this into a hidden paper clip? Butterfly, we're gonna lift this up. And then we see a fold on the inside here. So let's just do that again. This part, where we see the butterfly, we're gonna lift it up, and then we still see this fold right here. So now we're going to take our paper clips, and I like using 3 paper clips. So the short side of the paper clip goes to the inside, just so that it actually fits. Right there. Beautiful. This is so stunning, you guys. Now, we take this part that has all the paper clips on it and we fold it down. Just like that. So we take this, we take our paper clip part and we fold it out this way. So basically what we want to do is we want to have glue on the back of this butterfly piece and on the back of this crackled paint piece. So that's where we want to have glue. So let's just start adding lots and lots of glue to that. You can add glue to the paperclip parts here too if you want to. And all the way to the edges, all the way into the spine there. There we go. So now let's fold it back. These paper clips are going to go right into the spine there. So we're going to fold it back and we're going to make sure our paper clips fit right into that spine right there. And now we're going to fold our butterfly piece over top. And we want to stretch it a little bit, make sure that it fits. There we go. That's why we created the spine, is so that it can actually fit over top of there. And that's why I love this liquid glue. You can kind of move things around until it fits the way you want it to fit. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, I'm just gonna cut off, like as you can see, I have a little piece sticking out here. So I'm just gonna cut this to make it look pretty, but you can, like I said before, you can ink it, you can hide it any way you want. And this is our vertical hidden paper clip. Now I know, Andrea, you absolutely love paper clips. So any kind of vertical or other hidden paper clip that we come up with, Andrea is usually the first one on there. So there we go. Isn't that lovely? Oh my gosh. Now let's quickly go to a book here, some pages. Let's grab some of our junk journal pages right here. And let's see if this paper clip can hold it. So now we're going to slide the pages in between right here. Now some people have asked me, can I just use one paper clip or two paper clips? The answer is yes, you can, but it's not going to really hold anything. And I'm going to show you in a second why. So let me just tuck this in here. My glue is still a little bit wet, so I don't want to squeeze too much. I might have to just wait till my glue dries a little bit, you guys, before I show you what this actually looks like. I can maybe try and just tuck this in a little bit. But that's basically the gist of it. It holds your papers all together. Now, once this is dry, I'll be able to slide it in all the way. But it's not really going to allow me to do that right now, I don't think. Oh, maybe it will. There we go, look at that. And now you can take your ephemera pieces, and you see this little calendar? We can actually just tuck that right into there. So it kind of makes natural tuck spots right under the paper clips as well. And if you only have one paper clip, all of this is going to be too floppy to really hold anything together. So isn't this just so, so lovely? Look at that. Now we also included in this kit, which Matt and I managed to lose between the two of us in the past 5 minutes. Matt's like, I don't know where it went. I just did it. There's little tuck spots and little pockets that you can add to this as well. And you can just add your pieces of ephemera into there and it will look absolutely stunning. But since we actually lost our pockets somewhere on this desk in the last 5 minutes, I am not going to be able to show you how to do that. But the hardest part of this is actually done. Christine says, let's just hop over to the comments there again. Christine says, these images are so happy. Makes me think spring can't be too far away. Right, Christine? I am just so excited for that. And Angela says, thank you, Matt. And Nelda says, thank you. Oh, that's wonderful, you guys. I'm glad you got your hidden paper clips there. So isn't this beautiful? Now, if you turn this around, this is the back side of your hidden paper clip. And guess what? You can tuck things into there as well. Look at this. Isn't that lovely? So you can keep things organized. You can just tuck all your little notes into the same places. That is so, so gorgeous. So the other thing I want to show you guys is I actually made a hidden paper clip for one of our other kids. And since it's Valentine's Day today, I wanted to show you guys how this looks. So this is actually a Valentine's book, like no sew junk journal that I've put together. And this is a hidden paper clip. Like, look at this. This is one that I created specifically for this kit. Isn't that so gorgeous? and you slide it onto your page, and you can keep things together with that, or you can just keep all your notes nicely filed into there. So here we have a little pocket that's on there, a few notes that is like with 3D dots. I created kind of a little collage on here, and then you can tuck your little tags and ephemera pieces right into the little pockets on top of your notepad, on top of your hidden paper clip. And yeah, you can slide these pieces in here. Isn't that so handy? Isn't that lovely? And on the back here too. Beautiful. So that's basically what a hidden paper clip does inside of your journal. It kind of just holds things together. Now there's other kinds of hidden paper clips as well. Like here's one that we just made with some scrap pieces, a hidden paper clip. Where's our other one? Oh, here. This one is a hidden paper clip that you could actually just pull out. Look at that. It's got a little journal inside of the paper clip. And it's gorgeous. And it also just holds things inside of your journal. Angela says, the Valentine's kit was fantastic. And this is the other side of that hidden paper clip. So yeah, it just holds things beautifully together. Isn't that so lovely? We sure have had some fun with our hidden paper clips, you guys. Lots of fun. Okay, now let's see, where are we now? Now we have made, let's see, a loaded tag for today, which was lots and lots of fun. And it's absolutely stunning. We have our junk journal pages. We have our vertical hidden paper clip. Okay, let's move on to something else here. Now, the other thing that I added, and I think it was Carla that said you can never have enough bookmarks. Well, we're heading into making our bookmarks, and these are special bookmarks. They're pocket bookmarks. So let me just go to the comments here. Al says, I'll be making lots of vertical hidden paper clips now. That's fantastic, Al. You should download them all. The ones for the boho safari are absolutely so stunning and beautiful. You are gonna love it. Okay, let me just put these pieces away here quickly. Next, Matt just handed me an envelope that we're gonna be making, but we are going to head on over to make our beautiful, beautiful pocket bookmarks. Now, they might not look like they are exactly aligned in terms of, colors, but once you put them together, the textures and the colors kind of all come together. Just look at that. And you can add a little hole punch right in there. Keep it together with a little burlap tag or something. Put the pockets on. You can mix and match. So you can print up several of these, glue them back to back, or just add some backing pages to this. So let me just quickly have a look at some of our backing pages here. You can add a floral backing page. You can add a crackle backing page. So let's quickly have a look at this texture page here that's included in the junk journal kit. And you can glue all these pieces onto here, or you can print double-sided, right? If your printer works double-sided, you can put these on here, print it out, and then all your backs will have these beautiful crackled paint finishes, right? So that would be stunning. So let's see here. Now for these ones, you've got 3 bookmarks and you've got 3 pockets. And again, you can print as many as you want of these so that you can mix and match. So you could put this one here. Let's see, we could put this one here and this one here. Or you can like double up on some of them. So you can say, oh, well, I think I want this one right over top of here. So this one has double pockets on it. Or you can even add this one here. It's beautiful, and this one here. So any which way works, you guys. It's just one of those beautiful things, like all the colors are meant to coordinate together. Everything is supposed to be working together. So you cannot really go wrong with this. It's just gorgeousness on top of gorgeousness. That's kind of how I see it here. So there, I think this is how I'm going to be making mine. Again, you can add some glue tabs to these if you wanted to. Or what we're going to do is we're just going to add glue, very thin strip of glue to the edges here. Let's see. And so I will let you guys know if there's some fun things that I can think of to add to these. Usually I do not like add too many embellishments to mine, and the reason is like we literally, because of our lifestyle, we're digital nomads, so we go from one place to the next, and you won't believe how many of my things have been confiscated at the airports. So I try to travel pretty light. My biggest things is I travel with my printer, and I travel with my glue and my paper and my ink and those kinds of things. But the rest I leave up to you guys. I get my crafting fix through seeing what all of you do and put all the bling on all these beautiful things. So please post like all your creations as like just in the afternoon. Once you make it, just let everybody know. And it's such an inspiration for everybody in the group too. Let's add this here. Lovely. Beautiful. Okay, and remember not to add glue to the top. Just a thin layer. There's a thin line on the edges here. All right. Perfect. Look at that. That's beautiful. Okay, so now if you want to, you can go ahead and do a little hole punch right through there. And right there. Perfect. And you can line them all up like this. You can add a little burlap string through there, or any kind of lace or string that you have that would look really pretty. And look at how beautiful that looks, right? Now you could even, let's see if we have some ink that, I don't actually have my ink that would work with this. Maybe the green would work. Let's see. I'm going to add some green ink to the edges of my ephemera piece here, and let's see how that works. Oh yeah, that pops nicely. Maybe I'll use a little bit of a brighter green the next time instead of this aquamarine color, but that looks pretty. You can't really go wrong with any kind of ink. And you can tuck that into here. I'm just gonna wait for my glue to dry a little bit before I start tucking in. But you have lots and lots of ephemera pieces that you can be playing with, you guys. So let's just have a quick look here at some of the ephemera pieces that we can use. Like Matt's gonna drop bonus number 2 for you guys right now, which is the pockets for your vertical hidden paper clip, and there's some ephemera pieces on there too. And so let's just see a couple of these small ephemera pieces here. And even the ones in your freebie, like in your loaded tags, you have some ephemera pieces, like these pieces right here can fit into there. Look at that. And we can add our little elephant peeking out from the top. Just look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And add our honeycomb, our wax seal. These are just so lovely, right? Isn't that beautiful? And you can mix and match. So print up several pages of your freebie ephemera and add it to any of the kits here, because all the colors are coordinated. So it will look spectacular no matter what you do there. Okay, so now we have our loaded tags. We have pocket bookmarks. We have our junk journals. We have vertical hidden paper clips. Oh my goodness, wow. It's already a full day. This is absolutely stunning, you guys. Amazing. Good job. Is anybody making some of these? I guess if you're a member, you might already have some of these. But everybody else is going to be getting their kits as a PDF with all your links on it by the end of the day tomorrow. I wanted to add a few little bonus pieces as well. Like there's something that I'm working on, I don't want to say yet, but everybody who supports us before midnight tomorrow night, which is Sunday, will get this complete kit. It's like over 50 pages for like just as a special thank you for supporting us this week. So let's keep going here, you guys. There's lots. Matt still keep cutting out, and we're just gonna keep creating. Everybody still good to go? Let's do a quick time check here. Okay, so we're just hitting our hour here. Everybody's still good to stay on here with us? Who's gonna be staying? Who's gotta go? I just want to make sure that it's actually worth if we stay and make a few more things here. Everybody good? Let's see. So one of the next things here that I would like to make, I just want to make sure everybody's still with us here. We have a lot of people online. So yeah, everybody says it's a good to go. Perfect. Okay, so the next thing is this beautiful little envelope. Now, when you have your journal, you know, Angela says she's making stuff. Allison says she's staying. Terry says she's staying. Deanne says good to go. Perfect. Pietro says yes, please. Now with these little envelopes, you have some glue tabs, which is fabulous. So let's fold over our glue tabs. And these are fairly easy to make. This is actually a fold line right here. So we're gonna just fold this over right there. Make sure that it just lines up nicely. Perfect. Right there. And this is also a fold line for the closure flap right here. Beautiful. That's lovely. Okay, so now what we want to do, now that all our fold lines are there, now that we have all our places scored and everything, we want to fold over our glue tabs and glue this piece onto our glue tabs like that. So that gives us the shape of an envelope right there. Isn't that lovely? And it's so easy, right? So let's just add a little bit of glue to our glue tabs, and we're going to take the bottom piece and we're just going to flip it up and glue it on. There we go. Now, I don't generally like these white spaces here. So what you could do is you can just trace this on a piece of paper, on a backing piece or something, and just trace it, cut it out, and then slide it and glue it right onto here so that it's not so white. The alternative is you can take some ink and you can just ink it so that it's not so white. You can use green, you can use yellow, you can use any colors you want. And just ink the edges here as well. Lovely. So you can always do that too. And there is your beautiful little envelope. Now for this, let me just see. I think I have a little envelope that I added to my journal in here. In my, yeah, there it is. So this here is actually an envelope, and I glued on the flap right here. And so my envelope just flaps open like this, and I have some goodies on the inside right here. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Beautiful. Now, if you wanted to do something like that, then you'll just glue shut. Like you'll glue the white piece here onto your journal page, like this. And this piece will just flip open like this. Isn't that nice? And so you can add things right into here. So that makes it still pretty easy to access. You can still see all the beautiful parts. The white part is all covered up, so you won't be able to see that. But that makes it so pretty. Don't you guys think? That is lovely. So let's take some of the tags here and we can add it to our little envelope right here. And you can add this to your journal, just like that. Perfect. So Dita says she's got to run. She'll watch the replay later. Wonderful. Helen says she's still here. Penny's still here. Wonderful. Thank you, Dita. It was lovely to see you, and I can't wait to see all the things that you make with this. Okay, so we have more tags coming here. Matt's still cutting stuff out, and he's chatting with all of you guys. I'm just going to add some more tags to this section right here. Now, for all our beginners out there, what are we going to do with all of these gorgeous, gorgeous junk journal pages? Now, my favorite thing is because I don't have an awl to like punch holes and sew and all those kinds of things with my junk journals. I love creating just regular no-sew junk journals. That is my favorite thing. I love it. It's beautiful. It works perfectly. And just like Valentine's book, this is completely no sew. Like there's no sewing that has gone into this journal, but it looks stunning. We can add as many pages as we like. Just look at this. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Like look at the butterflies and everything in here. And by the way, this is part of the membership as well. You can purchase this one separately, but in the membership, you get everything for free included in your membership. So yeah, I love these no-sew junk journals. So this is what we're going to do with our pages today. We're going to create a no-sew junk journal. We have vertical hidden paper clips that we're going to add to it. We have beautiful ephemera pieces. We have our just all the pieces. We can add our loaded tags to this. It is going to be stunning. Deanne says she loves those no-sew junk journals as well. Nelda says she's watching and she already made her loaded tab and paper clip. Woohoo! Good job, Nelda. I want to see that. I absolutely loved what you did with the glamorous Valentine. I don't know what that black feathery things were that you put on there, but it looked so luxe. It was fantastic. You have to post some more pictures. Okay, so with your junk journal pages, you're getting all of these texture pages as well, right? So this is, we're going to kind of use this as part of your journal. And as you can see, when I show you this other Valentine's journal that I made, not everything is design, right? So here we have just color pages and you adding pockets and stuff to it. Here we have a design page, which is beautiful. So you don't want to really cover up the design. You want to be able to write in here. This is like a texture page, and we added envelopes and other things to it to make it look interesting. Again, another texture page. So not everything has to be design pages. This here was a design page. So here we try and keep it open to try and see the design inside. So just again, this is kind of writing pages and more texture pages. So this is basically what this looks like. Now I'm going to show you how we can put together just a quick, we're going to do a really small one. When I'm not going to use all of the pages that we have because that's going to take up hours and hours of our time. It will take 2 to 3 hours to complete that whole kit. But I'm going to show you how to get started on your very own no-sew junk journal. So pick out some of your favorite texture pages. So let's go with this one here, the cracked wood one. And let's just fold them in half with the white sides facing out. And I love this one too. I'm gonna keep this one. Let's take the honeycomb. All right. And let's do this one too, just because I absolutely love this one. I was gonna stop there, but maybe this is not gonna be as small a junk journal as I thought it was gonna be, just because I love all the pages so much. Okay, so now we're gonna take some of our design pages as well. You can take all of them, you can take some of them. Like I said, I don't wanna have too many right now, otherwise this is gonna become like just a monster kit that we're putting together. There we go. And we just keep folding these in half, you guys. Just fold it in half. It's really so simple. Once you get the gist of how to make this, you are never going to stop. You're going to be on your way to being able to create beautiful junk journal pages all the time. Okay, so we have a journal page. Then we're going to put in here a texture page. You don't want all your journal pages, design pages, and texture pages to kind of follow each other. You want to have kind of spread out. So you want to have one journal page. You want to have a texture page. You want to have, let's see, where's one of our color pages here? Let's add a color page. Like this. And then we're going to start again with a design page. And we're going to do a texture and a design. And we're going to do a texture. Okay, so I'm going to keep this here for a second. Wow, this is going to be already like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14 pages. Look at that. So everybody good with doing this with me today? Like who has their junk journals and who would love to see how we make a no-sew junk journal kit? I know all our members have seen this many times, but any of the new people here, I know we have so many new faces here today. Who would like to see us make a junk journal, a no-sew junk journal here today? Everybody good with that? I'm just gonna get started. If you guys have to get going, just let me know and we can always just stop for the day. Okay, so make sure that you have them all in the right order that you want them in. And then I would highly recommend that you don't use liquid glue unless you have Fabri-Tac, which is not water-based. I would highly recommend that you just use stick glue or even just tape glue on this. Because otherwise it's going to wrinkle your pages and that doesn't look good. I did that with the 80 days around the world kit and it just did not look good at all. So let's just glue and line up and glue and line up, you guys. That's basically it. We want to just line these back to back and glue them down. That's what it is. So we got lots of yeses here. Good. I love it. This is so fun to have this community because you guys just always have people who like love hanging out with you and creating together, right? This is just awesome. Okay. And this is gonna look spectacular. We're gonna add our little paper clip to this. We're gonna add our pockets to this. There we go. Just line it up nicely. If it doesn't align perfectly, you know what? That's not the end of the world either. That's the lovely thing about junk journaling. It does not have to be perfect. So who has made junk journal, like no sew junk journals before? And who has made sewing journals before? I know that Katie and Angela are really big into making the actual physical journals, but I would love to see everybody's experience with making journals. Danielle says, please, please, please keep going. I have to know what to do with all these crazy packets I have. That's an awesome description, Danielle. I love it. I know, it's amazing when you have it. It's like, okay, so now that I have it, what do I do with this? Okay. We're about halfway to our goal here, you guys. Now, of course, you can go ahead and put all your pages in. The last journal I made for that Valentine's one, that one contained like 48 pages. So it was a stunning, stunning journal. I printed up several copies of the pockets we had and of the ephemera we had, just so that I could have something for every page. And it turned out so beautifully. So yeah, you can add as many pages as you like. And we also made one that was only 4 pages. So really, you can make these as big or small as you want, and you can doll them up any which way that you like. We had so many people do wonderful things with that the last time. Ooh, and since it's Valentine's Day, and I know most people do some fun things for Valentine's Day, who is going out for Valentine's Day today? Who is going out with hubby for Valentine's Day? Or with friends, or with family? So let's see. Allison says, I have only done junk journals in bullet journal type form for my travels, my scraps, and photos of adventures. Oh, Allison, that sounds just lovely. I would love to see it. That's amazing. Okay, we have one more page to go. Then this is going to be the end of this journal. And then we're going to pick out a cover to put on here. We're going to do a spine. We're just going to do all the things. And you don't have to do any measuring either. This is just quick and easy. It's fun for everybody, no matter if you've done it before or not done it before. You are going to just fall in love with no sew junk journals. Okay, there we go. Now, this is our junk journal. Now, it's not pretty yet because it doesn't have a cover, it doesn't have a spine, it doesn't have a back, but it's getting there. So now when you open it up, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I need to put some more glue on this. Make sure that if you think you have enough glue, add some more glue, because otherwise your pages lift up just like that. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? This is the inside of our journal, you guys. Look at how easy that was. Gorgeous. This is just so beautiful. Okay, so now let's move on to actually creating a spine for this. Now, I don't want to use anything too elaborate or extravagant here. Maybe what we will do is, I think this would look lovely. What do you guys think? I think this would actually be really nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to glue this to the back like this, and then fold it over toward the front like this. Now, as you can see, it's not going to fold over all the way because we have a spine, right? And that takes up some space. And that is okay. It's completely okay. What we want to make sure is that it actually lines up perfectly on the back. This is going to be the back of our of our journal here. So this is where we want to make sure that it aligns up properly. And then we also want to make sure that the spine fits. So you want to make sure it's lined up on the top and the bottom. You're going to fold it right here. Because that's where your spine starts. I'm going to fold it over. Make sure it lines up on the top and the bottom. And we're going to just give it a bit of a crease so we know that that's our spine. Perfect. There we go. So see, we have a spine and we have a back. The reason why we're not going to worry about the front is we're going to have a separate cover for the front. And it's going to look spectacular. It's going to cover up this completely. And it's going to be beautiful. Like, so you're not even going to see this part that's not covered here. All right. So let's put some glue on the back here. Now you could print this on cardstock if you want to. The covers I usually do on cardstock, but the spine, it's not that necessary. This one is kind of doubling as a spine and a cover. So yeah, you could do this on cardstock. Let's see. Okay, so let's line this up beautifully right here. And we're going to make sure everything lines up nicely on this side. Perfect. That looks lovely. And now we're going to add glue to this side right here. And you can add glue all the way to the edges. Don't add glue to the actual book side here because we have that piece that doesn't have a cover part. So then it's going to get all gluey and sticky everywhere. If you use cardstock for the spine, do you have to soften it a bit so it folds when you open the journal? You know what? I would probably recommend that you score it then, like make a couple of scoring lines if you're using cardstock, just like you said, so that it folds a little bit easier. Okay, let's fold this up. And we're going to glue this down. Make sure that everything is lined up nicely. Perfect. Look at that. So this is our back. That looks very nice. And now we're going to choose a cover. And what you can do is you can just easily use one of the covers or one of the pages of your junk journal. So we can use one of these ones, one of these. I think I have one in mind here that I would really love to use. And it is this one here with the lantern. So that's the one. You could also use this one here with the corrugated cardboard and then add a little tag or something here that says something. So which one do you guys think we should do? The corrugated cardboard or the lantern? Carla says Elmer's should really sponsor you. You know what? You are right in my mind right now, Carla, because I'm actually going to contact them pretty soon here asking for that. Terry says flat paper looks like fabrics and is so pretty. So let's see, who's choosing which ones here? I think, now that I'm looking at this cardboard one here, I think it looks stunning, but I don't know. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go still with the lantern. Let's see, lantern, cardboard, Bonnie. Hi, Bonnie. Angela also says the corrugated cardboard. Okay, so we got lots of people giving their opinions here. So I would like to see all of you making it and putting your favorite one on there. That is going to be gorgeous. Now I'm so excited to see that. So I'm going to go with the lantern. That seemed to be the winner here. And I'm just going to fold this in half. And I'm going to cut it out. And as soon as my lovey can pass me the scissors here. I'm just going to cut this out. Okay, now obviously this piece here we can use as one of the writing pages inside our journal, and we'll keep it in there with like a hidden paper clip of some kind. So I'm just going to put that aside. And this we're going to put right up here. Look at how lovely that looks, and it fits beautifully, right? Okay, so now let's add glue. Lots and lots of glue so that our pieces do not come apart. Okay, and as soon as you think you have enough glue, add a little bit more glue. There we go. Now let's put this all the way to the top and the edge. Beautiful. Look at that, you guys. And of course, if you have any white edges anywhere, now is the time to like trim it if you can. If not, then take your ink to it and like ink everything up beautifully. And look at this, your stunning, beautiful junk journal. Isn't this so gorgeous? Wow, this is beautiful. I just love this so much. Okay, so now inside of your ephemera kit, you have beautiful options. Let's see, we've got different pockets. We've got like vertical pockets. And we've got our beautiful envelope pieces. We've got some ephemera pieces. Let me just grab some more of these. I just want to see here. And of course, all your ephemera pieces you can put backing onto so that it's really nice and firm. And you have just additional like support for it, and it's more interesting when it's not just blank, right, in the back. Just seeing if I have any more pockets here anywhere to add. And that's like, more pockets. Okay, so let's quickly plan this out here a little bit. So this is a design page, and I don't really want to add anything to this. What we can do is we can maybe put a nice little paper clip on here or something like that, but I don't really want to add anything to this because I love the design itself. Here is where things get a little bit more interesting. We can add beautiful pockets. We can make this into a belly band instead. We can make it into a tuck spot instead. So the options are just endless here. Let's see. This is gorgeous. Look at how beautiful that looks. Yes, I think I'm gonna add this one right here, or maybe right here. Yeah, let's add this right here. And remember, just the edges and not the tip here, right? see. Beautiful. That's lovely. And see, now that is a perfect spot for some of your ephemera pieces, right? To just sit. There we go. That is lovely. Some postcards we got there, some music score. Isn't that beautiful? Gorgeous. And now, where's our paper clip? Here's the paper clip. And what we're going to do is this page over here that we just cut out, that I said we're going to use for a writing page. Well, we're going to just round the corners a little bit on that. I'm just going to get the scissors here and just round the corners a little bit on this one, just so it looks a little nicer. If you have a punch for this, then you're ahead of the curve. Then you just punch those corners, make it look really pretty. And you can print out as many of these pages as you want, so that it's kind of like a little notebook thing. So let's see. We can add this to this page. So we're not gluing this on, so we can actually still lift it up. But look at what happens here. So now we can add this here, and it gets held onto here with our beautiful hidden paper clip. Isn't that lovely? My glue is still not dry on that paper clip, so it's a little bit hard getting it on there, but once the glue is dry, it'll work just fine. Perfect. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh, that is so lovely. And it turns over. There we go. This is not quite in here yet because, like I said, my glue is still wet. So as soon as I get this on here perfectly, then it will fit better. There we go. And now that fits much better. Woohoo! We're trying to make everything while we don't have dry glue. That's a little bit challenging. And we can tuck some bookmarks into here. We can tuck some ephemera pieces into here. And you haven't lost the beautiful area right here in your journal either. And look at how good that looks. And you still have the space right here. And look at another tuck spot right here. So you can tuck your little envelope into here. Look at that. Now we're cooking with fire. Isn't that beautiful? Karen, hi. She says, I'm awfully late. That's okay. We're still here and we're still creating. Penny says, oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. Right, Penny? Isn't that just so amazing? Can't you just play with this all day long? Okay, so let's see here. We got this page right here. We can add some of this crackle to it. We can add some of our other pieces like right here, which will be lovely. I'm just gonna add this glue right here. And right here in the middle of the page, we're just gonna add this piece right here. And we're gonna add some beautiful ephemera pieces to this. I think we have, this is gonna fit. This is one of our little bookmarks. And I know we have some more ephemera pieces here. Let's see what else will go with this. Oh, look at that little kitty cat. Isn't it so beautiful? So cute. Let's add him right there. That is adorable. Now, of course, you can fill this in any which way you want. Now, one thing that I love to make, if these are not all of the things that you want, like we can quickly make another pocket, which is one of my favorite pockets to make. And we're going to quickly do that together here. This is kind of a long day today, you guys. I hope everybody's still good. And for this one, I think what we're going to do is we're going to use a color page and a texture page. Let's see which ones we're going to use here. I think what I would like to do is something like this and this, these two together. Okay, and if you have a double-sided printer, you can print these back to back. If not, or if your double-sided printer is like mine and it just does not work well, then we're gonna just glue these pieces together. I just love my glue. Okay, so now I hope I remember still how to make this. I haven't made this in a long time, but we'll figure it out together. Here, let's see. Let's add lots of glue to the edges. You've got me hooked on this journal. I love sunflowers, and this gets me excited for spring and summer. I think everybody is with you on that one, Penny. Okay, I think I've got enough glue on there. So let's glue these pieces together. Let's move this a little bit. All right, now look at that. Now, because I need a square piece and this is a rectangle, that doesn't work. So what we're going to do is we're going to quickly make a rectangle by folding this over and like right into the corner here, like this. Make sure you get it right into the corner up on the top here. Otherwise, it's not going to be quite right as a square. And let's fold it over. Perfect. There we go. I'm just gonna get my scissors here again. I'm gonna cut off this excess piece, and it's okay. Don't throw this piece away. We can always use it to make like little envelopes, like little scrap envelopes, or use it in some other fun way. So there we go. Now what we're going to do is, oh, I have some creases here. That's okay. We're gonna hide those pretty soon here. So we're going to fold up our bottom piece almost to the top. You want to leave maybe an inch or so just on the sides and the top there. Like that. There we go. Just like that. And then we're going to flip it over. And we're going to bring in the left-hand side and flip it over. Not quite all the way to the end here, like maybe an inch from the edge. And we're just going to fold it over like this. There we go. And now I'm going to just grab my scissors again. And we're going to cut off the edges here at a bit of an angle. So we're going to cut inward. Not quite 45 degrees, I would say. There we go. Just like that. And there is our pocket. Now we're just going to glue the bottom shut here. And I'm going to use my liquid glue for this. It's a little bit stronger. And I'm going to glue down this little side here too. There we go. So I'm going to glue down the sides and the bottom here. Perfect. Wow, that is stunning. And I'm going to show you what this is going to look like inside of your journal. I'm just going to wait for that to dry a second here. But I made one of these inside our Valentine's folio, our Valentine's journal, and this is it. So this is basically the little pocket down here. Can everybody see it? And you can fit things all the way in the back there. You can fit things in this pocket, in this pocket. You can decorate the front. So it's absolutely just such a stunning, stunning little pocket. Okay, so let's go back to this one here. Now that hopefully the glue is dry enough, we can fit this into our journal. And let me just, did I just lose my journal? No, there we go. So let's just flip the pocket open here, the pages. I'm gonna go to this page right here. And I think this would look so stunning right here. Look at that. And it fits beautifully into there. And we're gonna just load this up. Penny says she's gotta go grocery shopping. She's gonna watch this later. Great. I'm just wondering if we're still holding on to most people here. Good. We're probably gonna sign off here pretty quick. It's been a really long workshop here today, but it's been so fun. Okay, so look at that, you guys. Isn't that just so stunning? It's gorgeous. I love it. Okay, so we're gonna glue the back part here, not this orange part in the back, but just this back part. And so that will give us another pocket in the back as well. So let's just glue this part down. There we go. And let's tuck it right into the corner here. Make sure everything fits nicely. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Look at how beautifully that blends in, right? With some of the like contrast right here. Oh, that is so lovely. Now, what I have here is just a letter, like a vintage style letter. And what we can do is we're going to fold this up into thirds. And this is also included in your kit, by the way. And you can ink the edges to make sure that it looks really vintage and really pretty. And we're gonna tuck it right into this back pocket right here. Doesn't that look stunning? Oh my gosh, doesn't that just tickle your heart bubbles, you guys? It is so cute. And we can add some more of our little postcards right in there. And where is our pocket paper clips? Our pocket bookmarks. Here's our pocket bookmarks. I don't have any string to put this together right now, but you can easily just add this right there. And once it's like tied together with something, you can have one of them just kind of hang over the top here. Look at that. Isn't that just so stunning? It's lovely. Wow. Okay, and this is the end of our journal. Look at that. We've used pockets, we've made pockets, we've got our paper clip in there. Look at that. And a journal, an extra journal page. We've got more pockets. Isn't that just so gorgeous? And you can make this as big as you possibly want, you guys. You can make this 40, 50 pages. It just doesn't matter. It just keeps expanding with you. Make sure that your spine grows as well, right? Like you make the spine big enough. And this is absolutely stunning. I just loved making this with you guys. Now, I have to say to you guys, I had such a wonderful time. And this week has been just such a heartwarming experience to see the community rally together. Matt and I are digital nomads. We do this for a living. This is like my heart's desire, and we do this together so that we can, just give back to the community. I've always considered myself to be as one of the least creative people in the world. And I don't know where I ever got that idea from. And then a couple of years ago, I was introduced to junk journaling, and everything kind of just grew from there. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have this in me. My Aunt Kathy, she actually used to create in our previous beekeeping business all our marketing materials. And I would tell her what I wanted the pictures to look like. And I would tell her what I wanted it to feel like. I would pour my imagination out to her, and bless her heart, she always managed to just capture it so beautifully. And I was always like, oh, I wish I could do that. And now suddenly I'm finding myself being able to do that. And you guys are all so amazing with your help and your support and just your encouragement. And I just love, love, love being part of this community and being able to create for you. So thank you for making this possible, you guys. By contributing to Matt and I, you help us keep going. You help make it possible for us to not only pay our bills, but also make sure that we can see that, yeah, this is actually something that people want and appreciate, and we can just keep going with that. Now, the best value we have is our $7 a month membership, and you sign up for that and you get everything we make. It's not a discount on anything. You actually just get it for free. Like all of our kits, hundreds and hundreds, probably now thousands of pages is yours to download. And we keep creating every single week. So thank you for helping us do this. Even if you just buy us a coffee for $2 every month, you help support us and keep us open. So thank you for doing that, you guys. Everybody who supports us until tomorrow evening at midnight gets this complete kit, like the junk journal pages, the workshop bonuses, everything. You get it all. And we're going to be sending out the PDFs with that for you guys. After that, this kit is retiring into the membership area. So you can only get it by becoming a member. And like I said, it's absolutely worth it. We really pour our heart and souls into our memberships. We do have some freebies that come out every week that you can download. Every year, we put our freebies from the previous year into our membership area as well. So you can also get all our freebies available inside our membership from the previous years. So thank you so much for being here today, you guys. I hope you had a lot of fun. I sure did. Matt is always so keen on telling me what everybody is saying and sharing everybody's designs. So thank you so much for doing that. And we love you all. Have a wonderful weekend and have a wonderful, wonderful Valentine's Day as well. Thank you, everybody. Bye.